I.S.U.P.K. 53rd Annual Lord's Passover.
Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the I.S.U.P.K down in Florida. I'm Captain of 10,000 Shemoyala. We here to let you know 53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida. It's going down in South Florida, Cocoa Beach.
Friday, April 15th, 2022.
The lamb, the wine, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, you understand? Good music, good weather, palm trees, the whole nine.
This is going to be glorious. Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
April 15th and the 16th. Don't just book for the 15th. Book for the 15th and the 16th.
It's going down Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
Moses told Pharaoh we need 3 days to be able to go out into the wilderness and serve our power the way he commands. You're going to have to get that off with your boss, with your slave master. So make sure you in the building. Cocoa Beach, Florida, April 15th to 16th, 2022. It's going down. We'll see y'all there. Shalom.
144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000.
Hey, Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. To all the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, to all our brothers, I say Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabbat Katam. To all our sisters, I say Shalom, Yahweh Shemar, Al-Tabah Shem Shai. I'm priest and officer out of Yah with the I.S.U.P.K, which is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We started in 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. Understand? And with me today, Officer 500, Shire 1, and Officer 50, Barakiala. You understand? Understand? And for those that don't know out there, what we about, the I.S.U.P.K is about, you understand, telling the truth of this Bible, man. You understand? What we're seeing today right now with Ukraine, with Russia, with North Korea, with China, with Taiwan, all of these things are prophecies in the Bible. All of these things have been, you understand, prophesied in the Bible by the prophets in the Bible. Black men. The prophets in the Black Bible, they weren't white men, they were black men, they were Negroes. They weren't African. We're not African. You understand? But these revolves around white supremacy. You understand? It is white supremacy for us not to know that we are the 12 tribes of Israel. It is white supremacy for us not to know that we spoke Hebrew. It is white supremacy, you understand, not to know how to move forward in life so we could have, you understand, something better than other than what we have over here today. Other than, you understand, just going to work and slaving for the oppressor, building the empire. You understand? It is white supremacy when you have to go, you understand, in a Christian church teaching you about white Jesus. Meanwhile, we look in the Bible, we read it, and we could see that Jesus was a black man. We could see that God is black. We could see that the angels are black. We could see these things in the Bible, man. This is why we're here, man, to bring you this truth that you won't find in the church, to bring you the truth that you won't find in school, you won't find in the news, to bring it to you so you could change your life, so you could realize what type of life we should be living instead of living, you understand, this deviancy lifestyle that we are living today. It's time for us to realize what's going on, man. Understand? And as black, Hispanics, and the 12 tribe of Israel, it is time for you to gather together, man. It is time, you understand, have some type of unity within yourself, within each other, man. Because that unity is gonna be needed in those times that are coming. All right. Somebody bring me to that verse where it says that perilous time is coming. I believe it's in the New Testament, by question. You understand? This unity is what's gonna keep us, you understand, safe. This unity is what's going to keep us, you understand, away from committing crimes, from having, you understand, to live like animals, just like those pagan, those heathen nations about to be in, you understand, live in a couple minutes. You're about to see, you understand, the worst time of this life, man, the worst time of this earth. And the only way we're
Salakia,
going to, you understand? Go ahead.
Salakia, Adawan. What was that verse you were looking for?
Perilous time is coming in the last day. Perilous time shall come. I believe in Second Timothy chapter 3, verse 1.
Come on, sir.
Second Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Understand? The Bible warns us. The Bible, you understand, is full of prophecy to warn us from the, you understand, about these times that are coming. But you know what? We live in this life like we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on because we haven't been taught what's going on. The Christian church has been lying to us, you understand, ever since the start of it. Your pastor, your preacher is not about telling you the truth. All he wants is to have, you understand, his money, you understand, make business. It's a business, it's a slavery for him. You understand? Because if you were telling your pastor the truth, you would have hate your pastor, man. The same way that you understand, a lot of you hate the I.S.U.P.K, you would have hate your pastor the same way. When we look at the Bible, they hated Christ, man. They despise Christ. The people despise him. You understand? The leaders despise him, and the Edomite despise him. Why? Because he was about truth, man. Christ wasn't a sucker. Christ wasn't somebody, you understand, that's gonna, you understand, be a two-faced lie in front of you, man. He will tell you the truth boldly, man, whether you like it or not. And if your pastor was doing the same, you would have hate your pastor. This is why you don't call the Christian church a cult, but you call us a cult. Well, we are cult leader over here. You understand? We don't mind it. We're gonna keep telling you the truth. You understand? We got the verse Bible question.
We kind of have 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1.
Go ahead.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. This know also, that in the last days perilous times shall come.
When are those days about to come?
That in the last days perilous times shall come.
In the last days. What is the meaning of last day, Officer Barakala?
Means the Salakia. The last days means the end of the Caucasian kingdom.
You understand? Ever since the Caucasian took over, you understand, since when you understand Renaissance, it was the last day. Ever since they got power was the last day. Esau is the end of the world, man. Your pastor won't tell you this. You living in the last day, man. You living in the last day. You think what's going on in Ukraine is not gonna come in America? It's not gonna come in Canada? You better wake up, man. Understand? You better wake up. You're about to see the, you understand, World War III all over this earth, man. You're about to see bombs going off all over the earth, man. You're about to see people dead, you understand, in the street. You go to work and you understand, you're seeing people dead in the middle of the street. You understand? You're gonna go, you understand, try to get something to eat. People dying next to you, man. This is the time we're coming in, man. You better realize, and this is why we're here. This is why it's a blessing to have a UPK in this time, because we're here to warn you, man. You don't have to die, you understand, without the knowledge. You don't have to die in your ignorance. Now you have the I.S.U.P.K. Now you know what to do. It's simple. It's simple. In these times, these perilous times, these hard times that are coming on the face of the earth, all we got to do is unite with each other. Unite in truth, in the same spirit, you understand, in the same mind, and we're going to read it today. You understand? That's all we need. We don't have to join the white man. We don't have to join the oppressor. We don't have to join Ukraine and go fight in Ukraine. All we got to do is love one another. All we got to do is care for one another. All we got to do, you understand, is look at another brother, another sister like it's yourself. That's all you got to do, man. And we're gonna make it through this, man. People think, you understand, the World War III coming, we're not gonna make it. We're gonna make it. But all we got is each other, man. It's time for us to really apply that. It's time for us to really show that. You understand? Well, all right. Somebody bring me to Zephaniah chapter that we're gonna get Hebrews chapter 10, verse 24. Understand? It's an order for us to be together. Go ahead.
What verse in Zephaniah?
Chapter 2, verse 1.
Wakan.
Understand? It's necessary for us to gather together, man. And this is why we have in the I.S.U.P.K, we have a brotherhood class. You understand? We have the brotherhood, which is in love. Everybody claim, well, you know what? Black Lives Matter. You understand? We molesting those kids and everything. Uncle molesting the niece, molesting the nephew and everything. You understand? We killing each other over a pair of shoes, but Black Lives Matter. You understand? What really matters is loving your brother like yourself, man. And this is what you learn in the I.S.U.P.K. You won't learn this in the Christian church where the preacher, you understand, is gonna sleep with another man's wife in the church. You understand? You're not gonna learn this in the Christian church where they're fighting each other in the Christian church. You gotta come in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You gotta see the example of SHALAM, of Barakat, of Zabaja, of understand Aban, of brotherhood, man. Understand? You got to look inside the I.S.U.P.K, come into the I.S.U.P.K and experience the brotherhood. First time shall come in the last days, man. And we live in those last days. And what you see in Ukraine, what you see around the world, understand, is who got the verse here in Zephaniah, brother question?
Wakan. This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Understand not, you understand, Salaki. Read the first part again, brother question.
Wakan. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
You understand? And this is not talking to every nation, man. This is talking to you, Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. You are the 12 tribe of Israel. You are the nation that is not desired, man. This doesn't. It's not talking about, well, gather with your set, with your Crip set, blood set. This is not talking about gather with your political, affiliation. It's talking about a people, man, a nation of people, man. We have been divided for so long, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. We've been divided for so long, and yet we suffer this thing. We under the same oppressor, man. Just that should make us realize, well, you know what? We got the same common enemy. We have the same problems. You can find clean water in the reservation. When I look at Flint, Michigan, they don't have clean water. You understand? This is time for us to realize, man, that we are family. And unless, you understand, we got it together, we'll always stay divided, and they'll always, you understand, oppress us even more. Unity is the key to our development, man. Unity is the key to our freedom, man. Real brotherhood is the key to our, you understand, freedom. That's the class that we Officer Barakala had, man. Understand? Without unity, we are nothing, man. We fall, man. Without unity, we destroy, man. The Bible says, gather together, man. Oh, you nation not desire. You are the nation, you understand? You that fill up the jail cell. You are the nation that's on the reservation, man. You are the nation, you understand, where you have kids. That's you understand that they're put in cages, man. You are that nation, right? Everybody talking about against Putin. Meanwhile, Putin did an interview, a conference at him, where Putin said, "Well, you know what? Those Ukrainian and the Russian, we are the same people. All I'm trying to do, you understand, the UN come with a military installation and put it on our border, and we see with you understand what they did in Iraq. We see what they did in Syria. We see what they did in Afghanistan. We don't want that the same thing to apply over here. And this is all what we're doing. You understand? We're protecting ourselves. We're protecting the safety of people, man. That's what they say. They're not gonna play that because you understand that will make people realize, oh damn, man, what is bringing up what brings heavy. You understand? And this is the same love we should have for one another. The same love that Putin has for the Ukrainian and for his people, we should have the same love, which is to unite ourselves, man. We see Christianity destroyed. We should unite ourselves, you understand, against Christianity. We see drug destroy our neighborhood. We should unite ourselves against it, man. We see, you understand, the adulterous lifestyle is destroying families, destroying our community. We should unite ourselves against it, man. We see voodoo, you understand, not doing a damn thing for ourselves against it, man. You understand? And unity is there. This is where our strength lies, man. In unity, man. You are the nation that desire, man. The Bible says, gather yourself, man. Oh, you understand? Gather together, man. You understand? Those Chinese gonna hang with each other. They're gonna gather themselves. You understand? Every nation, you understand, is gonna gather themselves for war because one is gonna fight another. But all us as Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, we want to stay divided, man. We want to stay. I was bugging a bit over here. You understand? Y'all can hear me out, Akim?
Can't you
No,
break it?
no, so you broke up for a sec, but you're too up, sir.
What? You understand? You got to get yourself together, you nation, not that, man. Understand? When it goes down, then you don't find no food in the street. There's no more food for everybody. You understand? You keep perilous time. You can see how the real, you understand, the realness survival, you understand, people of the human race, like they say. You're gonna see, you understand, when people can find food. There's no food, you understand, in the store, in the grocery store. You're gonna see how, you understand, how people turn inside, you understand, killing each other and eating each other, man. Just like they were doing in Russia back in the day during the, you understand, the Second World War. Just like they were doing in Europe during the Second World War. They were selling human meat. You understand? Dead people's meat, man. Dead people flesh. You understand? They were selling that for people to eat, man. To have some type of revenue. You was done on this earth, man. It's time for you to gather yourself together, man. Understand? The gas price went up, Akim. I don't know if y'all see. Gas price went up. Understand? Almost $2-3 over here, you understand? And people are losing their brain. But you know what? Wait until those Arabs, you understand, those Arabs, those in Saudi Arabia, comes into the war. You're gonna see, you understand, maybe gas price might go up, you understand, to $10 a gallon. And what will you do? Unless if we have this unity, man. Unless if we care for one another. unless you understand if we show you understand that charity that we need to show it to each other, man. And not only that, unless we follow the laws in the Bible, you understand? Because you don't want to unite with somebody that will rape your mother, that will rape, you understand, your kids. You understand? You won't want to unite, you understand, with somebody that will have sex with your wife. You understand? That will bring chaos, you understand? Wow, we've been living through chaos all of our life, man. You understand? Everything that's happening is happening for you, black. For black Hispanics, and for you, you understand, to rise up. And this is what you're seeing today, man. You understand? Somebody bring me to Hebrew chapter 10, verse 24, by question. Okay, man, if whenever you want to say something, you understand, don't understand, say something, don't mind me, all right? Just go ahead.
Come.
Hebrew chapter 10, verse 24.
Come, sir. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, and verse 24. And let us consider one another to provoke unto love.
Go slow on this one. Question. Let us consider one another. What does that mean?
It's a lot that we love and care for one another.
Come, give him a hand. Understand? Let us consider one another. Let us love one another. Let's thank for one another. You understand? Let us value one another. We're ready to value the white man. You understand? Like in the Caribbean island, the old heads always say, you understand? Well, the oppressor is so smart. They're so smart. Meanwhile, you understand, they don't value each other. And the oppressor, what come to find out, the oppressor, you understand, is the damn devil the Bible speaks of. There's nothing smart about the oppressor, man. Understand? He's the dumbest race, the dumbest people that could be on the face of the earth. Understand? But let us consider one another. Let us love one another. Let us see the beauty of one another, man. Let us see, understand that we are the chosen people of the Most High, man. The 12 tribe of Israel, man. Let us see ourselves with that value. Let us see each other with value, man. Go ahead.
Come. To provoke unto love.
To provoke unto what?
Unto love.
So to provoke unto jealousy.
To love.
To love, man. To provoke unto love, man. Which means what? You understand? To bring that love forth. If I love my brother Sharon One, you understand? Like I love myself. What is Sharon One going to do? He's gonna love me back. You understand? If somebody did you wrong, and instead of going and trying to, you understand, find some type of revenge, if one of your brothers or sisters, you understand, did you wrong, and instead of trying to find some type of revenge, you show love to that brother or sister, then you win that brother and sister. You might win that brother or sister's soul, man. You understand? You might bring that brother or sister in the place of mind where the brother or sister is gonna be like, you know what? Well, man, I am wrong for what I done, and instead of having revenge, instead of, you understand, trying to find is some type of vengeance, that brother or sister showed me love. Man, I gotta change my life. You understand? Provoke unto love, man. You understand? Not into wrath, not into hating one another, man, but provoke each other into love, man. Go ahead.
And to good works.
And to good works. You understand? There's no love without the good works. You understand? Let's love indeed. The Bible says let's love indeed and not in word. It's okay for you to tell me, you know what I mean, you love me, but you selling me drug. How much you love me?
Right.
How much do you really love me if you sell me drug? You telling me you love me, but you giving me strength. crab and lobster to eat. How much you really love me? You understand? You won't find, you understand, the definition of love out there. The only place you're gonna see the definition of love is in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? And sometimes I can, you understand, that love could be a harsh love, but it's still love nonetheless. You understand? That love could be harsh, you understand? Which is good for ourselves. And you're gonna see it in the Bible. You understand? It's good, you understand, to put each other on the straight line like this, you understand? We don't deviate. You understand? Brother, you falling off. Sister, you falling off. You understand? This is to maintain the path. We gotta, that's loving one another, man. Understand? Hey, Sister Raya, Yahushua Tabashim Yoshai, Sister Kalash, Shalom, sis, Yahushua Tabashim Yoshai. Go ahead, Sister one.
Come. Verse 25. Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together.
You understand? Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Salakia out of one.
Go ahead, please.
Come, sir. Not abandoning one another.
Exactly. Not abandoning, you understand, what we just read in Isaiah 2:1, which is gather yourself. Understand? But we got to gather ourselves together in love, into provoking each other to love one another. Understand? Not like what you see in the Christian, you understand, the Christian church, they gather together, you understand, but them up bad, you understand, talking about, you understand, another brother or sister behind his back, his or her back, you understand, and doing all type of sense, you understand? But in love to one another, like this, we provoke each other into love. That's how we should gather ourselves. Don't forget, you understand, that's how we gotta be. Especially these times out there. Especially in these times, man, you're gonna have to gather together, Israel. You're gonna have, you understand, to be one another united together, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Shalom Yabashim Yashabakata.
Yabashim Shabbat.
Yabashim Yashabakata.
Was that it on verse 25?
Nah, sir.
Go ahead.
As the manner of some is.
Understand? As the manner of some is. Some people forget to gather together, just like we just said, like the Christian church. Understand? Not that they forget to gather together, but they forget, understand, how to gather together. Understand? They feel like, understand, like we just, understand, that this congregation is good, understand, is good, but meanwhile, there's a bunch of sexual deviancy in there. Understand? Meanwhile, one hate one another inside of the church. Understand? Don't forget your gathering gotta be something that's from the law. Your gathering gotta be, understand, you getting together, you understand, gathering together has to do with love, man. And what is love? Love is following the Most High. Hey, so this is Tom. What's going on, man? I mean, give the trooper a hand, man. Good to see you, man.
Let me see you also.
Good to see you. All right. So this is what we gotta do. This is in the Bible, man. Gathering together, you understand, is a law. You understand, it's important, man. Especially again, we're gonna bring it more of this to you. You understand? While we're going through these times, because it's necessary for us to be together, man, as Black, Hispanic, and Native. Man. You understand? Let's try to find a way to break that division. That's keep us separate. Also, Shalom, can you bring me to the article for a question?
Come, sir. This is an article. This is an article written on the organic prepper. article saying, what could the Russia-Ukraine war mean for you? The first part of the article, it says, you're going to see increased food prices and shortages.
God damn. Wait a minute. You see?
Salaki, Adawan, you're breaking up a little.
What are we going to see? What are we going to see?
So you're going to see increased food prices and shortages.
This Friday, I went to the Understand I went to the depot the other day on this Friday. There was an old Levite lady. You understand? She bought a bag of bread. And the guy was like, you understand, it's like $3.70, like that, almost $4. The lady was like, damn, I used to buy this like $2 something, like since when it's almost $4, man. I'm like, you're gonna see, you understand? You're gonna see everything's gonna go up high, man. Especially with the gas going up. You understand? If the gas is going up, everything else is gonna go up. You understand? Because you need the trucks to bring the food up in the city. You understand? You need the cars, you understand? You need the people, you understand? You need the boat to go and go bring that food, take that food from wherever, you understand, has to be shipped from, understand, and to bring it over here. And that takes gas, I think. That takes petrol, yeah, man. You're gonna see now, I mean, the everything going up. Understand? You're gonna see that like shortage of food, man. Isn't this in the Bible, Akim?
So
God, you understand? This is in the Bible. For everybody that say, well, you know what, the Bible is a myth, the Bible is not true. This is in the Bible. Those times, you understand? Also Barakala just read it, you understand? In 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Perilous time shall come, man. Danger is coming on the earth, man. Understand? Go ahead, Officer Shawan.
So for starters, let us remember that Ukraine is the breadbasket of Europe.
The breadbasket of Europe, man. You understand? You want the good bread? You understand? Comes from Ukraine. Understand? Now, Slovakia, the French won't get their baguette no more. Slovakia. You understand? You know them long bread they call baguette. Understand? Well, French say adieu to your baguette, man. Understand? It's about to understand flip upside down, and you're about to realize this, man. So-called white man. Go ahead, please.
I have a precept I want to bring up.
Come on, let's get it.
It'll be Matthew chapter 24, verse 6 and 7. It says, verse 6, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And as we could see, we have World War III right now on the rise, right?
Come.
And in verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places.
Right.
So in verse 7, it's predicting the famine that's about to come right now.
Damn right. Understand? Damn right. Understand? Give us some color. You understand? These songs are in the Bible. Now the white men don't know what to do. Understand? Now they don't know what to do. They went to and you understand? They went into I believe it was like close to the North Pole, right? Where they have the seed bank where they put all the seed in the world, and understand, in some type of building and everything in the mountain in the snow. Understand? Well, how are you gonna go get them during World War III, oppressor? Understand? How you gonna plant them? These times in the Bible are wonderful, man. Yet they will be, you understand, perilous, but they are wonderful to us because we know the truth. Just like Christ said, that Christ said the truth shall make you free. And what Officer Barakela just brought, Christ said, you understand, be you not troubled. Don't worry about these things. All we gotta do is unite ourselves, man. Gather together, all your nation not desired. That's all we gotta do. To gather in righteousness, man. To gather with, you understand, in provoking the love for one another, man. You understand? Because those times are about to be hard. I don't know, you understand? I was gonna go in the world where they can't find a loaf of bread, but you know what? We're gonna save flour till right now. From right now, you understand? We're gonna save flour. Meanwhile, everybody suffering out there, us in the ISUPK, we're gonna care for one another. We're gonna be good. You understand? And our people, you understand? We're gonna feed our people, man. You're gonna see exactly, you understand, when these men with me, you understand, doing amazing work, you understand, during these last time, man. Meanwhile, you understand, the oppressor can't eat. The oppressor is full of plagues, full of disease. We're gonna be under the mercy of, you understand. We praying, you understand, so we could be under the mercy and protection of the Most High. And this is why we're gonna keep doing what we're doing and follow these commandments, man. Because we know, you understand, what is gonna come about on this earth. We know that, you understand, the Bible warns us. Those prophets, you understand, prophesied, you understand, by the power of the Most High for us today. You understand? Perilous time shall come. So, like Officer Shawan, go ahead.
Sir. Due to a lack of personnel, farmers not planting crops, equipment being destroyed, and a number of other factors, there is likely to not be any Ukrainian harvest this year at all.
Damn.
Or at the very least,
it's a lot, Officer Shawan. There's gonna be no harvest for the Ukrainians. So, like, that's hunger. You understand that? Now they're saying, you understand, they're dying. You understand, Putin is bumping them. They're gonna go on. You're gonna see mass migration as well. You're gonna see mass migration in Europe. You understand? America, you understand? Canada might come and go and take some of them. You understand? And so is the crime rate is gonna increase as well. Those Ukrainian, I don't know if you know, but those Ukrainian are known, you understand, for, you understand, into kidnapping women and make them become, you understand, escort, prostitute. You understand? Play in porno movies. They are known for that, man. You understand? Well, you're gonna see, you understand, this whole world flip, man. And I pray for you, you come into the I.S.U.P.K. and not only come in the I.S.U.P.K., but do what God says to do. You understand? Like this, you could be protected from these times, man. Your family could be protected, man. Your house could be safe. Because that's all we got as black, so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, man. We don't have no army to fight. You understand? Where's the army? Where's the army for black, Hispanics, and Native Indian? They say Brazil got an army. You understand? But they're gonna fight for the white man. They're not gonna fight for our brother, Brazilian brother. You understand? Perilous time shall come, man. It's time for you to wake up out there. You understand? I'll quack him out there. Then go ahead, Officer Shawan. And Salaki. And Trooper Sultan, if you want to say something, you understand? Feel free to go ahead if you when you.
So yeah, just piggybacking off what you said, the Ukrainians, they're into the human trafficking and all such. I don't know if you heard, it was Biden's son that got caught in a whole bunch of corruption concerning young girls being trafficked in the Ukraine. That's all.
Come. Give it, man. You do your research. Damn right. Understand? Come. And I have a video of Biden's son. You understand? A video that I got online, but it's not on the news. You understand? And then you see where Biden's son is talking to a prostitute, both of them naked. He's talking to a prostitute, and he's saying, you understand, his dealer is a Russian man. He was in Russia, I believe. He's a Russian man, and and two other people came into the hotel room where he was at. And after that, I think they drugged him, beat him up a little bit. You understand? Threw him in the pool, but I believe he was drunk and high already. You understand? And after that, they robbed his laptop and everything. And he was telling the prostitute, "Well, you know what? There's you understand some weird porn, weird sex in my laptop. They took the laptop, but there's some weird sex in it.
Con.
Understand? So you
Con.
you never know. You understand what he might be doing. Understand that guy, that devil is there over there in all these countries smoking crack and everything, raping young women and everything. Understand? Meanwhile, his father locked up because of his father. A lot of black people, you understand, are locked up today. You understand because of you understand having a $5. You understand rock on themselves. You understand? Meanwhile, his son is a big user of crack. You understand, drug addict, but he's not in jail.
King
You
crack.
are the nation that decides, man. So like, go ahead.
He's the king of crackheads.
Gone. You understand? That was just like you understand the Edomite that was in Toronto. Understand that Ford guy. Understand?
Doug Ford.
Gone.
Salak Elderwan, are you there?
You understand? So understand these are like I was cutting up. These people could do their crack and don't go to jail. But you got a $5 that you understand rock on you. You spend half of your life in jail. You are the nation that decided it's required for you to get it together. Those times that Officer Shawan are reading, man, is what the white men fear. You don't need to fear those times. You don't need now. You're not gonna depend on the oppressor no more. You gotta depend and rely on one another, man. You understand? You got the food, I got the water. You understand? You got the clothes, you got somebody else got this. And it's time for you, women, you understand, to be virtuous as well, to have virtue, to have skills. Understand? Because these times are gonna require skills, gonna require women, you understand, black Hispanics and Native Indian women making clothes, cooking the best food. You understand? When these other nations, you understand, going through it all, can't eat good, well, we're gonna be eating good. Some good, you understand, Jamaican, you understand, oxtail, you understand, and so on. Some good diri kole, diri jonjo, but we're gonna have to do it in love. You understand? We need that love. Without that love, even though we unite, it's always gonna fall. It's always gonna fail. Understand? Officer Shaw and Salaka, go ahead.
Come, sir. This is in turn going to lead to Europe having difficulty in procuring food supplies.
Go ahead.
If we follow the rule of supply and demand, we're going to see this result in an increase in prices and food scarcity here within the United States.
So like Officer Shaw, I love every bit of it. You understand? You see the Bible, you understand the Most High, man. That's right. Understand? I'm loving every bit of it, man. This Bible is the living book. And these times are gonna, you understand, every one of you out there that was saying, well, the Bible is a myth, the Bible is not true, you're gonna be ashamed for your word. You understand? Because when you're gonna suffer and you're gonna be like, you know what? I gotta go see those brothers and sisters that are keeping the Bible alive, that are doing the laws of the Most High. You understand? That's what you're gonna do. I must now, you understand, if it's not too late, you're gonna be like, you know what, I must change my life like them so I could be well, like, you understand, just like they are. So I could be safe just like they are. Understand? You could have a group called like Black Panther, Black Lives Matter group. None of these groups gonna stand for long, man. They're all gonna fail. Why? Because they don't have the real love. You understand? That's the backbone of this group. Understand? You're gonna have one brother, you understand, sleeping with another brother's wife, then you're gonna have a beef, you understand, in between them. You're gonna have one brother trying to take advantage of another brother family, you understand, sell his mother some crack, you understand, then you're gonna have a beef in the middle. Of that. You understand? It's commended for us, you understand? So like for the setback. It's commended for us in the I.S.U.P.K to love and care for one another. And
Right.
that love, Akim, you understand? Even though we might be a few, like it, the oppressor is a goddamn devil, man. Understand? That brotherhood that we're showing to each other, Akim, that brotherhood is gonna be an example for the entire world. For the entire world, man. What we're doing is not something small. You understand? Even though we don't benefit the fruit from it right now, but you will, Akim. You understand? All we gotta do is keep on, you understand, keep on this route. Keep on this, you understand, on this route that our commanded General YAHANNA already laid down the path, you understand, by following Christ. That's all we gotta do. And you're gonna see the fruits of it, man. Understand? Officer Shawan, go ahead.
Come. Europeans are still going to need to eat, and they are going to buy the food they need somewhere. Much of it is going to come from the United States, and they are going to be willing to pay a high price for it. Farmers who can get an additional $2,000 per ton of corn by selling overseas are going to do so. Your food supply will be directly impacted as a result, further exacerbating the current supply chain problems.
Salaka Officer Shawan. Salaka Officer Shawan. The last thing I heard was about, you understand, where it says that was gonna have to come from the United States, right? But one thing in mind is that we seen with the COVID. Go ahead, please.
Oh, Slack, I was gonna read that over, but no sweat.
Just give me a second. Yeah. All right. During the COVID-19, right? What did we see? We saw some stores, you understand, being empty, no food. You understand? We seen even people was fighting for toilet paper, man. I don't know if you remember in the beginning of the crisis, you understand, of the pandemic, we see people fighting for toilet paper.
Oh,
You mean to tell me that food is gonna go to Europe, right? Now they are having trouble during a pandemic to supply their own people. Now you telling me they're gonna have to supply France, they're gonna have to supply Europe. Meanwhile, the gas is going up. So that means, you understand, and Russia is a big exporter, you understand, of oil. Let's say Saudi Arabia, you understand, and these other empires, these other nations, you understand, stop giving the oil, you understand, that the United States receive. How are they gonna bring that food to Europe? You understand? You gotta understand those times that are coming, man. Hopefully for the brothers and sisters, you understand, in Europe, you understand, we have I.S.U.P.K, you understand, we have the I.S.U.P.K United Kingdom, but hopefully we have I.S.U.P.K France. We have I.S.U.P.K in, you understand, in all these other locations, you understand, where we fight black so-called black Hispanics and Native men there. So we can feed our people over there as well, and you understand, care for our people over there. But Akim, those times that are about to come is no game. It's not for the faint of heart, man. Those times that are coming at them is gonna be hard. Just like the Bible says, there's no other worse. There's no other time that was worse. These times that are about to come, man. You understand? And this, if you're in the ISUPK, keep doing what you're doing and perfect yourself, man. Perfect yourself in every way, in these laws, in these precepts, man. Because you're gonna depend on that. Your life is gonna depend on that, man. You understand? Go ahead, Officer Shawan.
Come on, sir. Much of it is going to come from the United States, and they're going to be willing to pay a high price for it. Farmers who can get an additional $2,000 per ton of corn by selling overseas are going to do so. Your food supply will be directly impacted as a result, further exacerbating the current supply chain problems that the United States is experiencing.
Yes. So, exactly. You understand? Already the United States is experiencing a food shortage. Now you mean to tell me, Officer Shawan, they're gonna have to supply Europe as well?
Come on, sir.
That's the funny thing about it. You understand? The oppressor is gonna learn. You've been oppressing these people for too long. This is the justice that's gonna fall on you, man. You understand? All these nations, you understand? In some way, they take they had, you understand, of the fact that so-called Black Hispanics and Native Indian are destroyed, and you're about to pay the price, man. You're about to pay the heavy price of touching, you understand, God chosen people. It's time for us to separate from our oppressor and gather ourselves and uniting ourselves together, man. You understand? The house is burning. You're not gonna go inside of the burning house. Meanwhile, you have your brothers out there, you understand, that's trying to build a house. You understand? The house of the oppressor is burning. Don't go in the house of the oppressor trying to put out the fire. Come with your brother, you understand? Let's build our own house, man. Let's build our own place, man, because this place is falling, man. America, Canada is falling, man. Russia is falling. England is falling. The empire of the empire of the devil is falling, man. It's time for you to realize this and unite yourself together, black man. Understand? Man, so like I have a precept for what Officer Shawan is reading. And somebody bring me to Revelation chapter 6, verse 6.
Khan.
Understand? Let's see if this is not in the Bible. Understand? Let's see if what the white man fear is not in the Bible.
In the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 6. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny.
A measure of wheat for a penny, man. Understand? A measure is like, it's like, you understand those measures, you understand, like in the island they use like you see the thing that comes when you buy corn, you understand, like when you buy corn, but the can, those can, you understand, in the island they use it as measure. Those can, you understand, that you buy the corns, you understand, in right, so like, and imagine those can. Now you got to fill it up with corn, and that's $1. You understand? Meanwhile, that dollar, you understand, is hard to come by. You understand? Imagine that. Go ahead.
And 3 measures of barley for a penny.
Go ahead.
And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
You understand? It's really saying, you understand, you're gonna work your whole entire day, and you're gonna be able to buy a loaf of bread, man, a slice of bread. Understand? These are the time that's gonna come, man. One day pay, you understand, it's not gonna be able for you to feed your family, for you to feed yourself. And that's what's about to come on this earth, man. Why? Because the oppressor being as dumb as he is, oppressed the so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, the 12 lost tribe of Israel. You understand? If the white man was so smart, he would have leave us alone. He would have said, well, you know what? I seen what happened to Egypt. I seen what happened to Babylon. I seen what happened to Assyria. Understand? Matter of fact, we seen what happened with the Greek and Romans, all their forefathers. Well, you know what? We're not gonna touch them. But you understand, being the devil that he is, he had to do even worse than everybody else, man. So you're gonna pay the price. You devils about to pay the price, and you're gonna see. You understand? You can't fight with God. I know you. I know you think you're gonna fight with Christ, just like it's written in the Bible. You think you're gonna fight with Christ, but you can't fight with God, man. You can't fight with Christ, man. Understand? Your empire, Christ is gonna fight the oppressor Akim in 1 hour. In a short time, all of his army destroyed. Imagine this. When I look at the news, I see their army is like as million of this, million people. You understand? I mean, all these tanks, 100,000 of missiles and everything. Christ is gonna get, you understand, finish that kingdom, finish that army in 1 hour. You understand? Imagine that. It might be quicker than an hour. Understand? But we gotta let them fight each other. Understand? Let us love one another. Let us care for one another. Let us apply that love like this. When these time come, when that food shortage come, we could support and feed one another. You understand? When there's no more, you can't go to work no more because everything is destroyed. You understand? We could still close one another. We could still care for one another. You understand? It's time for us to build with each other and not tear each other down, man. All right, Officer Shaw, when you got it.
Sir. Your food supply will be directly impacted as a result, further exacerbating the current supply chain problems that the United States is experiencing. This, combined with the fertilizer problems we're going to face this year, is a recipe for disaster.
Well, I understand. They should have touched us. You understand? All they had to do, the white man. You understand? If the white man was so smart, say sorry, bow down. You understand? Give us what we is ours. You understand? And maybe the Most High will have some type of compassion. But day by day, day after day, there's more oppression on so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Day after day. You understand? I just seen. You understand? Speaking of Biden's son, right? I was looking yesterday into, you understand, the research and everything, and I seen one of the Biden, you understand, one of his son, closest friend, he robbing the native of hundreds of millions of dollars, man. You understand? And now he's going to jail for like what, a year, about not even a year, a year or two. You understand? Meanwhile, he robbed the native for hundreds of millions of dollars, man. A friend of Joe Biden's son. Understand? Day after day, there's more oppression of God's chosen people. What you think is about to happen, man? It's gonna be a total disaster on this earth. You understand? Why? Because you touch the apple of God's eye. You understand? And we gotta understand this, man. Understanding this is what's gonna bring us together, man. Teaching one another outside. You know what? This is who we are, and this is why these things are happening. Will make us love one another. Will make us realize, well, you know what? Yeah, you understand? Yeah, it's true. The Israelite always went through, you understand, slavery after slavery, slavery after slavery, and God always destroyed the empire that took them as slaves. Well, it makes sense, you understand, that we came in slavery and this empire is falling. Well, you know what? We must gather together. We must unify in truth and in love, man. Also, Sharon, go ahead.
So another part of the article, it's titled, Europe is eventually going to have a problem getting fuel.
Salaga priest. You understand? Salaga officer I want. Well, you understand? If they need the food, that's like that's what I was saying earlier. They want the food. You understand? America got to ship the food. Already there's a food shortage in America. But how are they gonna bring it?
Right.
Russia is one of the places with a lot of fuel, with a lot of oil. Now imagine all these other places like you understand, like Saudi Arabia, these Arabs and all these other places, Colombia, stop you understand, providing you understand with the oil. How are they? How is America gonna ship all that food you understand that's necessary to Europe, man? You understand? How are we gonna get food even in the grocery store? You understand? Even Walmart, you understand, to bring the food in Walmart, you gotta bring it by trucks. And those trucks need fuel. You understand? Understand? Y'all better get ready for this. You understand? This famine that's about to touch the earth, man.
Gone.
Stack up. Understand? You black
No,
Hispanic
Khan.
Native Indians, stack up. Understand?
Come,
Start
come.
stacking up on food. Understand? Non-perishable food. Understand? Like this, when those time come, you could be well, and you understand. You could help another brother, sister, another black Hispanic Native Indian family, man. Understand? Because those time, you understand, that's coming are gonna be perilous time. The white man has bunkers. Yeah, you understand, bunkers on the ground. You understand, like 13, 30 stories on the ground, 30 stories deep on the ground. We don't have that. All we have is ourselves. All we have is each other, man. You understand? And so we need to perfect that unity. We need to perfect that love for one another, man. And that's what's gonna make us go through, you understand, these times. You understand? Go ahead, Officer Shawan.
It's a lot, the other one.
Go ahead.
I think Super Satam has something to say.
Come, go ahead. Go ahead, Officer.
So just to piggyback on what you're saying, you're talking about the gasoline, but the thing, Europe also runs on propane because they don't have hydropower. The way that they heat their houses, the way they cook their food, is all on propane. And Russia is the ones that's how do I say that sell it to the rest of Europe. So it's just the beginning, man. If Russia really gets and they decide, okay, we ain't gonna sell you no gas no more, it's a problem. Especially in the countries where they have deep winters like Germany, etc. They're gonna freeze to death.
I mean, give the most I have. Yeah,
All right.
give the most right. That's what we're praying for, man, in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You understand? This is when we sending curses to these other nations. That's what we mean. You understand? We want them to freeze to death. You understand? We want them, you understand, to suffer like just like we suffered. We want them, you understand, to feel what Native Indians felt. You understand? And it's happening, Akim. It's happening. Just like Chuba Saddam said, you understand? They run on propane over there. You understand? And Russia is the one supplying them. So they're gonna have no choice, you understand, to switch back with Russia because United States, everybody know the United States government is a lying government. They will leave you to dry. They will leave you, understand, leave you dry, you understand, on your own. But they will help the terrorists. They will arm, you understand, the drug dealers. You understand? They will put puppet in place, you understand, to destabilize your nation. That they will do. Understand? You're gonna see, you understand, that this world in a new eyes, man. Understand? All right, Officer Shawan, go ahead.
Come on, sir. A great deal of Europe's natural gas is supplied to them via pipelines, which travel through Ukraine. Once Ukraine falls, and it will, this natural gas is gone. This will be used as a form of coercion to get the European Union to bow to its will, a natural consequence of nations refusing to be as energy independent as possible.
Understand? Well, you have it right there, I think. understand? You're gonna see the, you understand, the end time basically. This is talking about the end time. This is talking about the prophecies in the Bible. That's- Again, for you out there that say the Bible is fake, tell me how come the Bible could prophesy these things and we could see them happening today? Understand? A lot of people want to say, well, you know what? They've been saying that Christ is gonna come back so long, but the Bible prophesies World War III. We didn't see World War III yet. You understand? Now we're seeing the start. Now we're seeing the climax of World War III. Now we seeing the beginning of, you understand, of the climax of World War III going, you understand, in full mode. So we're seeing prophecies coming to pass. We're seeing exactly what the Bible coming to pass in front of our eyes in our time, man. Understand this Bible? You better take this Bible and put, you understand, open it up, read it, and change your life. Understand? That's the solution for you, Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And what we're saying about gathering, about loving in one another, about, you understand, unity, it's in the Bible. You take the Bible, you think the Bible is like, you understand, some type of witchcraft book. You understand? Well, you understand. I had a brother, you understand, a Levite brother telling me, well, you know what? And you say this is this psalm, and this psalm is taking away evil spirit. This psalm is to, you understand? I'm like, these psalms are just songs, are just poems, man. You understand? Understand? But you understand, we see the Bible as some type of witchcraft book or some type of book of the white man and everything. This book is your history. It's full of prophecy, and it's how you're gonna learn how to conduct yourself, man. You understand? Somebody bring me to First Peter chapter 2 verse 9.
Kawakan.
It's an amazing thing, man. To what one for article, man. It's an amazing article, seeing those problems in the past. You understand? It's an amazing thing, especially being in these times, man. Just like the Bible said, a lot of prophets of old would have wanted those days, man. But we seeing them today. Understand? We seeing them today, and that's because of the grace of the Most High, man. And the grace of the Most High has so much grace on us. You understand? In the ISUPK, we heard the call. We heard the call. We didn't turn our, you understand, our head back. You understand? Be like, well, you know what? That's not the call I was waiting for. We heard the call, and we just followed the voice, man. We just followed the voice of Christ, man. And today we are on the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? And today we could warn our people. We could tell them, you understand, this is happening for this and this reason, man. It's a beautiful thing to see this, you understand, to be there, especially in these times out there. Seeing these prophecies, man, in our lifetime. It's a beautiful thing, man. All right, First Peter chapter 2, verse 9.
This is the book of First Peter, chapter 2, verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation.
You are a chosen generation, man. Understand? You are a chosen generation, man. This is who you are. Understanding this, you understand, is what's gonna bring us together. You Native Indian, you are the chosen generation, a royal nation, a royal people, man. You Hispanic as well, and you black, so-called black as well. You understand? Look at your brother as, you understand, as somebody that's royal, man. We're speaking about, you understand? This is the love that is written in Hebrew chapter 10, verse 24, 24, Salakia. You understand? This is the love that we got to have for one another. This is the value we have to have for one another, man. We are a royal generation, man. We are a chosen people, man. The Lord chose us. He didn't choose no Chinese. He didn't choose no Russia. He didn't choose Ukraine. You shouldn't be, you understand, praying for Ukraine. You should pray for those black, so-called black Hispanics and Native Indians suffering just like you, man. In the same struggle that you in, man. You should be praying for our justice, for our salvation, man. That's what you should do, man. Understand? It's time for us to look at each other as royalty, man. Go ahead, priest.
A royal priesthood and holy nation.
You understand? We are all the nation. You understand? It's not only the Levites that are the priests of Israel nowadays, man. It's everybody, man. You all got, you understand? You all could prophesy. You all, you understand, could do, you understand, the service of the Most High. That's who we are, man. Understand? It's about time we realize the value of another so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian men and women. It's about time we see the value within ourselves and we leave the oppressor alone, man. We want to drain the oppressor. Why? Because we don't see the value that we have. You are chosen people, man. You are royalty. You are royal people, man. Live that Christian. Look, sit, understanding that you will live the Christian church. Understanding that you are royal and you are the 12 tribe of Israel, you won't be in the Christian church no more, man. But you will come to the UPK and you come, you understand, follow the laws, you understand, of the Most High. You come understand what real brotherhood and sister another, man. Go ahead, Officer Barakella.
And holy nation. A peculiar nation, people.
Man, which means what? Which means what? A holy nation to what? A holy nation, which means what? You are separate from every other nation. You are not like these other nations out there. You are not, definitely not like African, man. They don't play basketball like us. They don't cook like us. You understand? They don't dance like us. You understand? Even us, you understand? We learn so many languages, you understand? Sometimes some of us don't even have an accent. You understand? Not those Africans. They can barely speak English, Slovakia, man, with their accent and everything. So already, you understand, the way we pronounce things and the way we speak, you already see we're not the same people, man. You understand? We don't conduct ourselves the same way. No, don't let me get involved with the stench of the African, man. We don't smell like them. Understand? You are a holy nation, man. A chosen nation, man. God set you apart, you understand? For you to be his, man. Not for us to look at each other like that, man. You are a holy brother, man. You are a chosen brother. You are a chosen sister, man. You know what? I won't do you no harm because you're a royalty, man. You understand? You woman, it's time for you to look at your man. I won't do you no harm. I won't cheat on you. I will respect you as the Lord that you are because you are royalty, man. You are Prince of God, man. And you brothers, it's time for you, you understand, to not have sex with that sister and throw her away. You understand? Pass her around to other men because she's royalty as well. She's a daughter of Zion, man. You understand? During these times that are about to come, we need that. We need that type of love, man, in our communities. We need that type of care for one another, man. You understand? Go ahead, Officer Barakella.
A peculiar people.
What does that mean, a peculiar people? What does the word peculiar mean?
Special.
Special, man. Understand? You are special, man. We got to look at each other as, you understand, as special, somebody special. You understand? The white man is definitely not special. You understand? He can barely stay in the sun. Well, he's special in those type of way. In everything bad, he's special in those things. But you are special in goodness, man. You understand? You are special in goodness. You understand? This kingdom would have been nothing without you, man. Not without the African over here. They don't come in, you understand, and build this empire. You understand? What the African don't bring taste to this empire, man. We bring the taste, man. We bring taste to this Without us in the world, this world would have been like, you understand, a plain bagel, man. Understand? We bring the, you understand, the ingredient to, you understand, make that bagel taste even better, man. That's who we are, man. Understand? It's about time we realize that, you understand, we are special. We are special people, man. Go ahead.
That ye should show forth the praises of him
Understand? And
who
this is
had
what
called
this is
you
what
out
we
of
got.
darkness.
Understand? God called us out of darkness, man. You listening to this, you understand, this class right now? God is calling you out of darkness. God is trying to make you realize, you understand, that you are better than all these nations, man. You understand? And as a royal nation, as a priesthood nation, we gotta, you understand, we gotta magnify, you understand, what it is to follow God, man. We gotta represent God on earth, man. That's what we're supposed to do. You might not want to do it. Us in the I.S.U.P.K, we will. You understand? We will represent God on earth, man. You are ambassadors of God, man. That's who you are. You understand? But you rather be blood and crip. It's time for you to live that before God heals you. You rather, you understand, be or shaking your behind, you understand? For popularity, not even for money, for popularity, man. You better stop before God kills you. You understand? And we pray, you understand, that God have mercy on you, and you hear this class, and you hear these classes that we have in the I.S.U.P.K, and you change your life. And like this, you could be, you understand, into that brotherhood and that sisterhood. When God's gonna kill those Africans, you understand, you won't be touched. Understand? No, it's a lot, yeah. Somebody in the chat say if African kids by providing them with clean water source. Well, you know what? Them that. I'm gonna help my natives though. You understand? Have you ever heard about the natives in Canada on reservation? African on their own land. They're not in reservation. They could help themselves.
Right.
Right.
I seen them drink that dirty water. You understand? I seen a video. You understand? Like y'all, I don't know if y'all seen this video, man. I don't know if y'all seen this video. There's African drinking, you understand, like really dirty water. And the you understand, like muddy water, and dogs is bathing, pissing in the water, and they drink it.
Karawakan.
So
Go ahead.
Salakia
Go
Adawan.
ahead,
You guys want some
Go ahead.
clean drinking water in Africa? Stop letting your dogs swim in the water you drink.
Good, you understand? Good. Understand? I will help my native because those native they're in their own land. And the white man took their land and they didn't give them clean water, polluted their water. I will help them. I will love them. I will care for them. You understand? Ahmed Sidovsky, you probably not even African. You should go help them. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even be on the chat. You should go to war. Go fight. You understand? Be a man and go fight for your people, man. You understand? Instead of being in this class, you understand? This class is reserved for so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. So they could learn they are better than you. You should go fight for your people. You understand? You're a coward right now. You rather be on the chat because you're a damn coward. Go fight for your people. We will worry about Black, so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. You want to worry about African? Well, go ahead. Not us. We will worry about our own people. In the same, African comes over here, they don't unite with us. Understand? Africans come over here, they don't care about us. They don't speak for us. So why should we do speak for them? Nah, we are better than them. So I'll speak for you. We will speak for those that are better than them. And African, just like African, Russian, and all these other nations, we are better than them. Understand? We're reading out the Bible. We are peculiar people. We are special people, man. Understand? Go help the African themselves. Understand? I'll focus on the Native Indian. I'll focus on the Haitians. Understand? On the Jamaicans. Understand? Colombians. I'll focus on the 12 tribe of Israel. And you Russians know that these, you understand, the real Jews are in America. You have the Russian icon all over Russia, man. You damn well know who we are. Understand? You have all these actors and everything. Well, why not act the news and say, well, you know what? Those black men are the 12 tribe of Israel. Those black so-called black Hispanics and Native Indian are the 12 tribe. Why not do that? Understand? Because you are the devil the Bible speaks of as well. All you guys are Edomites, you understand? So hey. All right, let's get on with the class. Psalm chapter 50, verse 5. This Eden must be crazy. I enjoy watching African drink, you understand, they doggy water. I enjoy it.
Salakia, the one.
Go ahead.
You said Psalms chapter 50, verse 5.
Come, please, Bible question. Somebody else bring me to Philippians chapter 2, verse 2, and Psalm chapter 133, verse 1.
Come.
50, verse 5. Gather my saints together unto me.
Gather my saints together unto me, man. What does that mean? What does that mean, Officer Barakela? Gather my saints together unto me.
Salakia, the one. Just like Zephaniah 2:1 says, we should gather together the nation of Israel.
God. But why it says unto me? Why the Lord is saying unto me?
Because right now we're following Salakia, we're following Babylon right now, so we need to gather unto the law, statutes, and commandments of.
Man, right, give him man. Understand? Gather those 12 tribes of Israel. Gather them, man, unto the Lord by teaching them how to follow the Lord, the laws of the Most High, by following, you understand, not to kill one another, not to sell drugs to one another. Understand? Understand? So you are pathetic. Nah, you are. You understand? You are. And we're not going to pay up no mind to you, man. Go ahead and Russian, you understand? Matter of fact, you understand? Right. Share this class with your people as well. Tell them that, you understand, those black people are waking up. Tell them, you understand, the real Jews are waking up in America. We are, and you guys know it's trouble time. Chapter 133, verse 1.
Come.
Once verse 5. The truth before it's too late. You understand? We're gonna feel the plague of the Most High now. You understand? And we pray for curses. Understand? We pray for curses for on you and your people and all other heathen nations. Understand? But we're gonna gather God's people unto God. We're gonna teach them so black that they are the 12 tribes of Israel. We're gonna teach them not to love one another. We're gonna teach them not to sell drugs to each other, not to kill each other. Understand? Not to have sex with another brother's wife, not to rape those kids, man. We're gonna teach them that. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna gather the saints. And who are the saints? The 12 lost tribe of Israel, man. You so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Indian. You are the saints of God, man. What you see they're praying in the Catholic Church, they're really, you understand, giving you, you understand, veneration. You understand? That's what they're really doing. You are the saints. I know they change the colors of them. They put them white now. Ever since the Renaissance, but later, what's gonna happen? You're gonna see, like, you understand, all these are Eden nation becoming your slave, your servants. Like, just like that Ahmed on the chat, he'll become, you understand, your servant, and you whoop the skin off his back for the word that he say against God, people, man. That's what you're about to see. You see
Right.
children, so you understand, same thing. You understand, for daring to speak against the saints of the Most High. You see his family full of disease, full of, you understand, full of plagues, full of cancer. You understand? Because of his daring mouth speaking against the children of the Most High. The Bible says not a dog should open his mouth against you, man. And you're about to see this in real life. You understand? For everything they say against you, Negro, for everything they say against you, especially Native Indian, they will pay for every word. All you got to do, you understand, is gather unto the Most High. All you got to do is come back to who you are. Come back to your real identity and culture, man. Live the white man culture. But it's time for us to unite it with each other under the laws of God, man. You understand? Was that it on the verse?
Padawan.
Understand?
Those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
Those that have made a covenant with him by sacrifice. You could find this the same thing, and you could find the same thing also. You understand, in the New Testament as well. Those that made a sacrifice by, you understand, a covenant by sacrifice. You are those people, black, so-called black, Hispanics, and Native
Right.
Americans. This is why they don't tell you your identity. This is why they tell you you're African, but Africans don't come. When they come over here, they don't mingle with you. They don't support you. You understand? They don't speak up for you. The Africans is not going to the news station and be like, well, you know what? This is my people. It's time for you to free my people and give us back our people, our brothers, man. You're not hearing them say that. Why? Because we are not the same people. You understand? When you look at Psalms 83, you see all the enemies of God. And the role of the enemies of God is for you to lose your identity. It's for you, you understand, don't have this nation, you understand, to keep you divided, not to have a nation, you understand. And this is why they don't call you Yasharala no more. This is why they don't call you, but you know, they don't say you're an Israelite, because they are your enemies, man, and they are enemies of God. You're about to see you understand what's happening with the enemies of God. You're gonna see exactly, you understand, why God destroyed Egypt. You understand? And you could look up the Russian icons. You're gonna see black people, man. All the saints, they were black. They all black. You understand? Those people in the Bible, they are black people. Those are your forefathers and your foremothers, man. Not so them African, man. Not some them Shaka Zulu. You understand? You are the Israelites of the Bible. It's time for you to wake up, so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. You are those people that make, you understand, a covenant, a contract with the Most High by sacrifice. Now it's time for you to sacrifice yourself, not by killing yourself, but sacrificing your desire to sin. Give it a try, man. Give it a try. Give the Most High a try for once in your life, man. Live the Christian church. You understand? Give the Most High, just like you see these men, you understand? These men on the chat, you understand? They could have been selling drugs. They could have, you understand, been having sex with whores right now, but instead, they made that sacrifice. They made that self. Sacrifice. It's not about them. You understand? Showing you that, you understand, you are the special possession of God. And they have a lot of love for you, for them to change their life and build this kingdom, man. Where you are royalty in that kingdom. Understand? All right, let's go to the next verse. Philippians chapter 2, verse 2.
Khan. Philippians chapter 2, verse 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the
Fulfill
same
you my
love.
joy. Hold on, bro. Hold on a second.
Khan.
Fulfill ye my joy, that you be like-minded. What does that mean?
Do the laws and come together
What is that? Yes, but what is like-minded?
to have the same goal.
The same goal. You understand? Keep on going. Keep on going. More to it.
Salakia?
Salakia, I don't want.
Go. So like Officer Barkiala, give Trooper Saddam a chance. All right. Let's see.
Khan.
Salakia, sir, I didn't hear your last
ahead.
question. You cut off a sec.
Yeah, but it's more just to having the same goal. You understand? It's more to it. If you could elaborate a little bit.
To go to battle together and die together for the same cause.
Come, that's excellent. You understand? Let's Officer Barkiala, you wanna give it a try?
I was gonna say to have the same mindset.
Mindset, exactly. You understand? Having the same mindset, which means what? Like you see in these classes, right? Like we all gonna have our own style. We all gonna have our own words that we use. But at the end of the day, we saying the same thing. Understand?
Right.
Officer Shawan is not gonna say something that I will say. I'm not gonna say something that Officer Barakiel is gonna say. Not gonna say. You understand? We all gonna speak the same language. You understand? We all gonna be about the same mindset. You understand? What we put forth, we all about the same thing, and that's how we're supposed to move in the unified, you understand, society or community. Imagine having a nation, right, where everybody in that nation knows, well, you know what, we're not gonna stand for drugs. Everybody in the nation will be no more drug dealers. Everybody in the nation say, well, you know what? We're not gonna accept our sisters becoming, you understand, whores, and you understand, out there, and whores, IG models and everything, shaking them by eye, you understand. The only picture they could take is the one where you turn back, you don't even see the girl's face, you understand, but you see the behind. We're not gonna accept that. That won't happen no more. You understand? Imagine we as a nation we like, well, you know what, we're not gonna accept for children to be molested anymore. Well, children won't be molested because why? Because we all have the same mindset. You understand? We're not like the Christian church. Like one example I love to use, right? Christian church. Also, go ahead, Officer Shawan.
So Salakia, really quick, if I may. Imagine if all the rich of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans would stop giving their money over to Africa, would stop giving their money to other nations, and just give their money to our people. Salakia.
You understand? Understand? And just to what you said is heavy too, because hold on, I see you, Trooper Satan. What you said is heavy, Officer Shawan, because what we see is like all the artists, you understand, all the superstars, they give money to Africa. Meanwhile, the ghetto in Haiti, they're not changed. They never give money to Haiti. You understand? They never give money to Jamaica. They never give money to Trinidad. They don't even give money to the ghetto. What about those native Indians? We live in the same land as those native Indians. They never give money to the native Indian, but they go to Africa and give money though. You understand? Go ahead, Trooper Satan.
Salakia, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
Water, sir. Just to address this Ahmed Sadowski, just to be known, let me know these Africans don't mess with us, man. I work at a slavery, I do security. There's Ethiopians, Somalians, Eritreans. They call me all types of shit. Monkeys, dirty slaves. They don't fuck with us. So for this Ahmed Sadowski to come in the chat and talk a whole bunch of garbage, it makes no sense. You should look at your own people. They don't like us. So because we don't like y'all back, we've been supporting y'all for years, man, years. Been trying to we've been suffering here more than you guys been suffering there, like you just said, because we've been helping y'all for years. I need to come in the chat and talk garbage. You guys don't like us. Now that we are waking up and we don't like y'all either, now it's a problem. Get out of here, man.
Right, you understand? Right, you understand? But it's like that, you understand? They want us to remain stupid. They love us when we were stupid. You understand? Black man is stupid. Okay, no problem, black man. We love you. Now we see black man, you understand, waking up. Now it's a problem, just like you say. But we got wait. It's gonna be a problem. A real problem is gonna be when they're gonna serve us. Understand? We know these prophecies. They're gonna serve us. Just we seeing those prophecies, and you understand? Those nations are so dumb. That's because really they see the children of Israel waking up. They should really, you understand, start bowing down right now. You understand? They have families, they have children. You understand? They should be thinking, well, you know what? Not to be in the bad side of the Most High. I'll show them some love. You understand? But they're so stupid that that's why the real hate is gonna come. You're gonna see the real hate of these other nations. You understand? The hate that they have for the 12 lost tribe of Israel. But you know what? We are a chosen people. You understand? All we gotta do is unite. You understand? And give our life to the Most High. And you see it. You understand? How the Most High is gonna plague them. You understand? They should be worrying about. You understand the famine that's gonna come on their land. You understand? That's what they should be worrying about. But you understand? I guess they come to class and they gotta be spies on the class. Well, what are these black men? You understand? About I see black men on the chat. They're not talking about selling drugs. They're not talking about, you understand? And I mean, sex with, you understand? And it's a beautiful. We are happy. That you understand? We are glad. And what makes us more happy is seeing exactly the plagues falling on the oppressors, on these other nations. You understand? When you could see my teeth all white. When I see these plagues, when I see, you understand, the Russia bombing Ukraine, you seeing my teeth, you seeing my laughter, man. You understand? Because that's the prophecy of the Most High in the past. And that's your salvation, black, so-called black media. All right. All right. And was that it on the verse?
La, sir.
Let's get it.
Having the same love, being of one accord, of one
Having
mind.
having the same love. Tell him where you at. Question.
Philippians chapter 2, verse 2.
Mm-hmm. So having the same love. And what is love? Love is to follow the laws of the Most High. This is what proves our love. This is what shows our love, right? So imagine we all have that same mindset, which is to follow the laws of the Most High. This is how we're gonna have, you understand, that nation, you understand, which is written in Deuteronomy, when all the other nations are gonna say, well, this is a wise nation, this is a wise people. We're gonna see that then. We're not seeing it now. You know why? Because we rather, you understand, do whatever we feel like. But once we do what God wants, this is where, you understand, our value go up, our stocks go up. You understand? By doing the commandments of the Most High. This is the love that we have to show to one another, man. You understand? Caring for one another, which is part of the law. We got to have the same mindset. And this is why we're not, because I had a question, you understand, by a sister, a new sister that started watching class in Toronto. You understand? She was asking me, well, you know what, why you guys are separate? Why you not affiliated with the other Israelite group? Why? Because they don't have the same love that we have. We follow the laws of the Most High, which is love. You understand? They don't follow that. They follow the parts that they want. We can't unify with darkness. You understand? We gotta unify with brothers and sisters that are about the same things. Christ said it the best. Who is my brother? Who's my sister? Who's my mother? Who's my father? Those that follow the laws of the Most High. You understand? And we are the same way. And this is the you understand? this is the background of our unity in the I.S.U.P.K, which is to follow the Most High, which is real love. Go ahead, Trooper Sultan.
That's all, sir.
Okay. All right. Bring me to Psalm chapter 131, verse 1. Romans chapter 12, verse 4. Somebody else bring me Romans chapter 12, verse 4.
Come, so this is the book of Psalms, chapter 133 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
You understand how good it is? Behold, look at this, man. Be amazed by what you see, and this is why the heathens come in and watch the class too. You understand? It's something amazing to see. Wow, those brothers are really in unity. They're not cursing one another. You understand? They're not deflecting one another. They're all unified, having the same mind, having the same goal. You understand? Having the same love. And this is why they're shocked when they see us in the I.S.U.P.K. This is why they're shocked. And you understand? There's gonna be one devil that comes in the class. The next class is gonna be another devil. They're gonna talk to each other. Well, these men over there, I've seen this group. You understand? They talk rough and everything. What they're saying, you understand, is really true. You understand? They might say anything, but I don't mind it. You understand? We know at the end of the day they're gonna be like, well, damn, they are right. You understand? They're not talking about, you understand, selling drugs. They're talking against it. They're not talking about raping kids. They're talking against it. You understand? They're talking about righteousness. It's something amazing outcome. When you see, you understand, we having the feast. Imagine us in the feast. We all have the same goal, the same mindset, you understand, and be able, you understand, to be next to one another in truth and in harmony. That's something amazing, man. But if we don't follow the laws, what happens? There's something that goes against all of that. There's something, you understand? You just created something that cut up that unity. You understand? We are unified by these laws, man. And brotherhood is about showing, you understand, each other, you understand, these laws, this love that we deserve to give to one another, man. You understand? And this is why, again, we have the brotherhood class, you understand? Because to show you, you understand, how to achieve that type of love, how to achieve, you understand, that type of unity, man. But during this hard time, that unity, that brotherhood and sisterhood is gonna be necessary, extremely necessary. You understand? So we gotta perfect that brotherhood and that sisterhood while we have time right now. Like this, when time we are ready, you understand, have a perfect and solid brotherhood and sisterhood, man. You understand? And was that it?
Come on, sir.
Come on, somebody bring me to Romans chapter 12, verse 4.
Come. Romans chapter 12, verse 4.
Mhm.
For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office.
Go ahead.
That's the end of the first, sir.
Okay, break it down.
In the school, we have many offices, and not all the members have the same position, same rank.
Exactly. But not only that, you understand? We that's exactly what it is. You understand? The body has different members. You have different people for such and such job. You have, this is why you have also the different department. You have the garment department. You have the, you understand, you have the promotion department, and so on and so on. You understand? So which means what? Everybody got their own job, their own task, right?
Khan.
Go to the next verse.
Khan. Verse 5. So we, being many, are one body in Christ.
But us being many, we are one in Christ. We have different tasks, you understand? But it's all to build, you understand, this kingdom. It's all, you understand, for the benefit of one another. Look at the body, right? Understand? Every members complement the other members. You walk with your feet, it helps the body. You need your hand to eat, it helps the body. You understand? You understand your mouth and so on, your eyes is also complementary to the body. The hands doesn't have the same job as the feet, but it's part of the body. It's the same thing with our unity. You understand? We're not supposed to look at it well, you know what? He has this, I don't have it. You understand? He has the clothes and me, I have the drinks. Now, we all together in this, man. What you could do, what you could provide, go do it, you understand, for your people, man. You understand? But whatever you do, it's all for the has to be for the benefit of this of unifying the 12 lost tribe of Israel, who are the so-called black, Hispanic, and native, you understand, Hispanic and native Indian. You understand? Drop that. Bring me to Romans chapter 14, verse 19.
Come. Romans chapter 14, verse 19. Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace.
Read that part again.
Come. Romans chapter 14, verse 19. Let us therefore follow after the things which make for peace.
So what does that mean?
I could give you what I believe. Peace on earth is when we rule, sir.
Yes, but it's not talking about that. It's saying, let us follow after things that you understand that bring peace in a sense.
Follow the laws.
Which means, come on, exactly. That's it. That's all it means. I said, let us follow, you understand, them after things that bring us peace. Like, let's say you have a house, you need order in the house, right? Well, you gotta follow follow that things that bring order in your house. The same way you have a community. Understand? If you have a sexual deviant in the community, what happens? It's your part. Understand? If you have anything that's outside of the laws and precepts of the Bible, what happens? It all falls apart. You understand? You don't have no more. You no longer have peace. Now you have, you understand, wrath. Now you have strife. You understand? Now you understand a community that's on the brink of destruction. But let's say we all follow, you understand, the law, which is loving one another, loving a brother, loving a sister. You understand? Not doing anything bad to that brother or sister that's against the law. What happens then? Then we have a peaceful community. We have a peaceful house. You understand? Every so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian house will be a house of peace if we follow the laws. If we really love one another, it will be a house of peace. You understand? It won't be a house, you understand, where you have to fight, where you have to, understand, you cursing at one another, and you understand, raising your voice at one another. You understand? It won't be that because we follow after the things that bring peace, which is the laws of the Bible, which is, you understand, the regulation of how to conduct ourselves, which is our constitution. You understand? Let's follow after that. Let's not follow after what the world follows out there. You understand? Let's follow after the things that bring us peace, which is the backbone of this unity. You understand? Let's say, like, somebody, a brother have, you understand, like wanting something, he wants something so bad. You understand? You see a brother with a nice car, he wants bad. Now that same desire, that brother doesn't fight that. Now comes goes hard no more. You understand? Them no need for gas, no need for, you understand, to lust after the car. Understand? But now that other brother has food. What is that brother going to do without changing? He's gonna lust after the food, you understand? And after the food of the other, and maybe kill him. Understand? He's gonna envy what the other brother has, so he's probably gonna kill him for it. But let's say we don't envy one another. Understand? Then you understand, if your brother has something, he's not gonna kill the others. He doesn't envy. There's no envy, which is part of the law. Understand? Let's focus and follow these things that are after love, after goodness, after the welfare and well-being of each other, which is commandments and precepts. Right? Where
Con. And things wherewith one may edify another.
you understand? Like you understand, this is all. Understand what we doing, how life supposed to edify another, supposed to understand to make another brother realize, you understand, change his life. And this is what I used the example also earlier. You understand? If somebody do you wrong, instead of trying to find your vengeance on your brother or sister, love that brother or sister. You understand? Now you're gonna edify that love in their life. You're gonna bring a type of love that some of them never had. You understand? Some of them never seen. You're gonna bring, at the same time, that person is gonna feel so ashamed, somewhat ashamed for his or her action, and you probably saved that brother life just by showing love. You probably saved that sister life just by showing love. You understand? Our unity gotta, you understand, be about love. The background of our unity is supposed to be love, which is the command of the Most High. All right. Drop that. Bring me to chapter 15, the same chapter, Romans chapter 15, verse 5. Akim, if y'all want to say something, you understand, go ahead. Don't let me doing all the talking, man. I've been talking too much. My mouth, my mouth is drying up, man. So back here.
Romans chapter 15, verse 5.
Let's get Romans chapter.
Now the God of patience and consolation grants you to be like-minded one towards another, according to Christ, Yahweh.
Exactly. And that's why we was reading earlier, you understand? You gotta be like-minded. You understand? This is why we're not affiliated with other fake Israelite group. Why? Because they are not like-minded. They are just like Christian. An example I was about to give earlier is like, and I always use, go to it, don't go to church, right? We don't go to church no more. But talk to Christian, you understand? Let's stay in front of the church one day past fire, you understand? And ask every one of them a question, you understand? The same question. You're all gonna have different answers, different from each other. Why? Because the Christian church is not like-minded, you understand? Even though you understand it's their own congregation, you understand? In that congregation, it's not like-minded. Understand? There's the division in the way they think. Understand? We're not supposed to be like that. We're supposed to have the same mind, one accord, one faith. Understand? And this is how we're gonna build this community, this empire of ours, this kingdom, by being in the same mind, by being in the same mindset. Understand? Go ahead.
Sir, that was the end of the verse, sir.
No, come on, you could go to get the next verse about the question.
Come. Verse 6. That ye may be one mind and one mouth, glorify God.
That you may be so like let's get the first part first. That you may be what?
One mind.
One
and
mind.
one
The way
mouth.
I think you. Wait. So like warrior. The way I think, also shall one thinks the same way. The way I think, you think the same way. The way I think, Officer Barakiala think the same way. You understand? The way Officer Aban think, we all think the same way. You understand? Not to forget Officer Zabaja and Officer Yarad. You understand? The Trooper Squad. You understand? We all think the same way. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how our community is supposed to be. Even in our house, that's how it's supposed to be. We all have the same mind, and everything will be smooth. You understand? Everything will run smooth if we have the same mind. Outside of the UPK, you don't find that. You understand? You don't find the same mind. And this is why you have the fake groups. You understand? Sex with transsexual. You understand? The other one, you understand that they have sex with the Africans and so on, and get killed by the African and so on, because they don't have the same mind. But in the UPK, we do. We have the same mindset. Go ahead.
And one mouth.
And one mouth, which means what? What I say, you say. What you say, are saved. What in General YAHANNA say? We all saved. You understand? And this is why in the school something that I love. Like let's say I have a precept that you understand that somebody me. If I don't know the UPK breakdown, I'm gonna tell that person, wait, give me time, I'll come back to you with it. You understand? And I go to the UPK breakdown. Like this, I could say what the school say. You only find that in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? You only find that in the I.S.U.P.K. You have to have the same mouth. And that's the kingdom of heaven, I think. Understand? That's how our kingdom is going to be run. We all have the same mouth. We all say the same thing. Go ahead.
Slovakia. Glorify God.
Go ahead.
Even the Father of our Lord Yahushua.
You understand? And that's what you understand. The bring is nice in front of God's eyes. You understand? Is having a society, a kingdom. You understand? All people becoming like this. You understand? Unified like this. This is, you understand? This is just like the kingdom. This is just like heaven. You understand? In the fourth dimension with the Most High. You understand? What the Most High say, the angels follow. You understand? Angel agrees. You understand? You're not gonna find contradiction in the fourth dimension. In the same way, we gotta be, you understand, you understand, in our community, in our kingdom, you understand, in our empire, in our unity. The same way, we can't contradict one another. We gotta have the same mind. We gotta have the same faith. We have to be, you understand, have the same mouth. Understand? That's how we're gonna achieve that unity. Understand? All right, it's almost time. Somebody bring me to First Peter chapter 3 verse 8, and the last precept will be Romans chapter 13 verse 11.
God. It's the book of First Peter chapter 3 verse 8. Finally, be ye all of one mind.
Exactly. Again and again, we see since the Old Testament till you understand till the New Testament, be ye of one mind. Understand? There's no unity, you understand, away from that. Understand? You don't have one mind, it's not really unity. You understand? You have a frat house, you understand, and so on. You have the gangs, the street gangs, and so on. But you don't have a real unity. To have a real unity, everybody gotta be on the same mind. You understand? On the same mindset. You understand? If somebody, you understand, in the UPK don't have the same mind as everybody else, that person is not unified. You understand? But everybody, you understand, that is unified, gotta have the same mindset. Understand? Go ahead.
Having compassion one of another.
Having what?
Having compassion one of another.
This is why it's necessary to, you understand, to realize that we are royalty. This is why it's necessary to realize that we are special people. This is why it's necessary, you understand, to realize we are the chosen people of the Most High. Because by knowing that, we will have compassion for one another. By knowing, you understand, I'm not dealing with an Eden. I'm dealing with my brother. I'm dealing with my sister. I'm dealing with my own reflection. You understand? With my bones and blood. You understand? I will have compassion on that brother and that sister. I will have, you understand, care for that brother and sister because I realize that that person, that brother or sister is royalty just like I am. You understand? Having compassion for, go ahead.
Love as brethren.
Love is brethren, man. You understand? Love your brethren, man. Be ready to give your life for your brethren, for your brother, sister, man. Christ gave his life for us, man. And we follow Christ. You understand? And you claim you follow Christ, you got to be ready to die for one another, man. You understand? Go ahead.
Be pitiful.
Be pitiful. You understand? You understand? Feel the pity on other people. You understand? Be able to be compassionate. That's what it really means. Be able to be compassionate towards your brother and your sister. Go ahead.
Be courteous.
Be courteous, man. Be gentle with your brother. Don't always, you understand, be like a lion or a dragon, you understand, toward his brother. Yeah, we talk rough. You understand? But that rough talk is love. You understand? That talk is love. You understand? But at the same time, we will welcome a brother with open arm. You understand? We'll be, hey, shalom, Aki, Abba, Shalom, Shabbat, you understand? And all the brother, man, show love to that brother. You understand? And that's why we're supposed to extend on the outside to all so-called black Hispanics and Native Indian. And this is why showing this type of brotherhood in the I.S.U.P.K is necessary, because other people are watching us. Just even the heathens are watching us. You understand? So this love that we have for one another got to be excellent. Understand? Go ahead.
That was the end of the verse, I don't want.
Water, please. And last precept, Romans chapter 13, verse 11.
Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep.
You understand? Now we know exactly what's going on. We know that the Bible is true. You understand? We know exactly, you understand, that those prophecies in the Bible are happening right now. We're seeing Russia going to attack Ukraine. We're seeing all these nations, you understand, getting ready for war, just like the Bible said that it will be. So now we're seeing those things. Now it's high time for you to wake up. Now it's high time for you, to come in this unity. You understand? Now it's high time for you, so-called black, Hispanics, and Native Indian, to gather yourself together, man. You understand? Because you are the one without an army. You are the one, you are the easy prey. You understand? So now it's time for you to really love one another, man. Now it's time for you to have that brotherhood and that sisterhood unlocked, man. Let these other nations fight. We don't need to pray for them. We don't need to help them. All we got to do is care for one another, man. Let them fight each other. Let them kill each other. Christ is going to come in the midst of that, and they're going to get together and fight Christ. You understand? And Christ is our king. You understand?
So, lock here for technical difficulties. Officer Adia may have dropped out. You understand? But as he was saying, now is high time to wake up out of sleep. You understand? Now is the time for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to unite. You understand? When we unite, Christ is coming back. Christ is coming back in his glory. Like it says in Matthew 25 and verse 30. He's going to come back in his glory and establish his throne here on earth. He's going to establish the throne in his kingdom of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? Where we are going to rule and be unified in our own nation, in our own land. And anybody who wants that, now is the time to join the I.S.U.P.K. All right, so with that, we're going to end Saturday night scripture breakdown class. Let's clap it up. I'm going to give the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. They need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find that in Numbers 18, verse 21, and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 to 10. Ma'ashra means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. We have The Lord's Passover coming up on April 15th, which will be in Cocoa Beach, Florida. Make sure you get a hold of your camp leader if you need any more information. To any brother who wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, and scarf. With that said, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Imadium, which means stand. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahba Shem Yahshua Barak Yad Yamatah, Sar. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Alathan, Bashim Yahshua, Yad Yamatah. Class dismissed.